Hey everybody, Saturday night on the Jim Master Show live entertainment lifestyle talk show series. And how are all of you? I see all these smiley faces all around the world here in the United States, Canada, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia. We have an international audience. This is our entertainment lifestyle talk show series with light, love, levity, and lovity, as we've always said. And again, the show is patterned after my professional work in TV and radio as a journalist, writer, actor, producer, TV personality, radio show host, journalist, voiceover artist, stage MC, whatever you want to say. I've probably done it and I'm probably still doing it. It's a pleasure to have you guys here. Double levity today. What does that mean? That means two shows today. Earlier, we had the very popular UK pop group Madison Skies. They were on the show earlier today, 2 p.m. live from England. Tomorrow, we have two shows as well. We have the fabulous Irish folk band live from Ireland, live from Dublin. The wonderful Strings and Things Irish folk band is going to be with us. And then tomorrow night, actor Burt Ward, who starred as Robin in Batman, yes, the TV series Batman, he's with us coming up tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, right here on your Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show series, JMS Live, the Jim Master Show Live. Also, for those of you who are excited about Hollywood legendary actress Ruta Lee, she's coming on Tuesday, June 8th. Tuesday, June 8th, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. The one and only Ruta Lee will be here as well. So we've got an amazing array of guests. Good to see everybody. It's Saturday night. We like to have fun here on our show. So we toast all of you in style. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. Nice to see you and nice to welcome you to the Jim Master Show Live. Nice. A little Riesling on a Saturday night. Earlier today, we had, when we were interviewing the guests from England, we had some English breakfast tea. And now we've stepped up to a little Riesling this evening. Good to see all the smiley faces. Welcome to our show. If you're sending in your videos as we celebrate our 1-year anniversary, send those to us at jimmasterstv@gmail.com. That's the show's email address. We're collecting those. This is the last call for those. We're going to air them. We received many from our guests and our viewers. We're going to air them on our 1-year anniversary celebratory episode of the Jim Master Show Live coming up this Wednesday. It's going to be truly amazing. Over 410 episodes live, 7 days a week. Our entertainment lifestyle talk show series. Debbie Gravitte is with us. She is a Tony-winning actress and singer, performer extraordinaire. We're so excited to have her here on the show. She's going to join us in just a second. But first, we like to chime in and check in with many of our viewers. Mary Bishop is here from Florida. She says, hello, Jim and lovely friends. Good to see you, Mary. Welcome. We, of course, welcome you to the Jim Master Show Live as well, everybody all around the world. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. When you subscribe, don't forget to click that notification bell. Why? That way you keep abreast of all of our daily episodes. Plus, we have special features and other things we do, like surprise pop-up shows and on-location features and a lot of cool things we do with our talk show series where we're bringing back the lost art of conversation. From Ontario, Canada, we have Merlin here, and she says, good evening, Jim, and all the lovities. Good to see you as well, Merlin. Welcome to the show. And Merlin says, good luck, Debbie. I love that. Leslie Cummings is back. Show number 2 for Leslie. Hello, Jim and lovities. Good to see you as well. Anne is here from Southern California. Matter of fact, our guest, Anne, hails from the Los Angeles area, from Southern California as well. So hello to you in SoCal. Hello, everyone. Glad for the second show of the day. That's right, the second show of the day. Second vaccine shot, second show. You're in good standing. And Sherry Larson, good evening from Kansas. Good to see you, Sherry. Welcome to the Jim Master Show Live again for another episode. Hey, Jim from New York City. Hi, everyone from Kathleen Walker. Love it, love it, love it. Claudia is here as well. Nice to see you, Claudia. Hello, everyone from Missouri. Happy Saturday. It's a rainy day in Missouri. Well, we'll try to put some smiles on your face so that way the rain will just wash away. We always like to have a good time here on the show. Nice to see everybody. Hope you're having a good Saturday night, because if you're not, we are going to put some smiles on your face. Love this photo of our very special guest. And isn't it really cool? We're so glad to have her here. She's here from her home in Connecticut, and it's really fantastic when we get a chance to really chat with folks who love what they do and do what they love, and that's what we talk about a lot here on the Jim Master Show Live. Tony Award winner Debbie Gravitte is here, one of Broadway's biggest personalities. She's found herself in demand from the Broadway stage to the concert stage and beyond. After making her Broadway debut in the original cast of They're Playing Our Song, she went on to appear in Perfectly Frank, the Drama Desk Award II nomination, Blues in the Night as well, Ain't Broadway Grand, Zorba, Chicago, Les Miserables, and she has been seen in the Encore series productions of The Boys from Syracuse, Tenderloin, and Carnival at New York City Center. She's also appeared as Reno Sweeney in Anything Goes, Love Life at the Walnut Street Theater, Red Hot and Blue at the Paper Mill Playhouse, and the West Coast premiere of The Goodbye Girl as well. Debbie has performed her nightclub act worldwide, from New York's Rainbow and Stars, 54 Below, Birdland, to London's Pizza on the Park, and back home again to Atlantic City, where she's had the honor of performing with Jay Leno, Harry Anderson, and the legendary George Burns. Yes, a favorite with symphony orchestras. She has sung with over 175 orchestras around the world. She has toured with Keith Lockhart and the Boston Pops, appeared with Lang Lang and the Chinese Philharmonic in Beijing, along with the incredible Peter Nero and the Philly Pops, National Symphony, with Marvin Hamlish, the New York Pops, legendary Skitch Henderson, Atlanta Symphony, Cleveland Orchestra, Pittsburgh Orchestra, Utah Symphony, St. Louis, Houston, Dallas, San Diego Symphonies. You get the picture. She's quite busy overseas. She's been to Moscow and London and Stockholm and Munich and sang with them all, including the Malaysian Philharmonic. On television, she's co-starred on the CBS series Trial and Error, and was seen on NBC's Pursuit of Happiness, and has starred in several specials for PBS, including Live from the Kennedy Center. The Boston Pops celebrate Bernstein, Rogers, and Hart for great performances, and Ira Gershwin's 100th birthday celebration. She's got 4 solo CDs to her credit, including her latest release, Big Band Broadway, along with Defying Gravity, the MGM album, and Part of Your World, the music of Alan Menken, and many others. We're so excited to welcome her here again tonight on the Jim Masters Show Live. Join me in a lovely welcome to Debbie. Debbie, welcome to the show. It's good to have you with us today.
I am exhausted from everything you have said.
Isn't that amazing? And that's the condensed list.
Oh my God. That's insane.
When you hear it back, sometimes you're like, wow, I forgot I did that and I did that and I was there.
Out loud, and I went, he is reading my bio. I need to rewrite it. It's just worn me out. I'm worn out.
Condense it then. How have you been? Welcome to the show.
I'm so excited to be here. You know, Jim, you're much better looking than your thing on your YouTube channel picture. I just would like to say that to all your fans.
All the lovities.
To redo your artwork. Hi, Anne.
Yes.
Thank you for my welcome. Hi, Mary.
See, it's all the lovities chiming in here live.
And hi, Jen. Hi, Kathleen. Who else?
And
Kathleen in New York. Hello again.
That's right. And, anyway, Anne is from Jacksonville. Anne Wozniak is from Jacksonville, and Anne is from Southern California.
Born and raised.
SoCal.
Born and raised.
And Merlin is from Ontario, Canada. And
nice.
Sherry says, good evening from Kansas. Really, really nice.
Many times I love Kansas.
Claudia says, hello from Missouri. Good. We've got everybody covered here. It's really nice to have you here. How have you been during, the last year or so? You've kept busy. I ask a lot of the guests, how have you remained creative, collaborative, and sane? And most say they're still working on the sane part. They're not sure about that.
You know what? I'm actually good. Thanks everybody. Wow. Thank you. I have a beautiful home. I have a beautiful family. I have great friends. I managed to not get COVID. I have 3 children. They all got COVID. They're all healthy and well.
Good.
I could not wait to get vaccinated. Everybody, if you are on the fence, get off the fence, go get a vaccine. It's life-changing. It certainly was for me. From the very first minute, my baby son is starring as Fiyero in Wicked on Broadway. So on March 12th of last year, when Broadway shut down, I mean, I knew exactly what was happening. And my date book, which was, full of all these upcoming shows, just scratch that out, scratch that out. So I think like everybody, it was a little bit of reinventing the wheel. And I was like, I'm going to learn how to juggle, and I'm going to get more proficient on the piano, and I'm going to do this and that. Well, most of that went to the wayside. However, I ended up teaching like a master class with a friend of mine, Michael Orland. We taught him, that's right, Jim himself is handsome. There you go.
Boy, we love these lovities tonight, huh? Keep it coming for me and Debbie. Can never have enough lovity.
There you go. Anyway, I have stayed busy, and it turns out I really love my husband, and that's been nice because Lord knows we've spent a lot of time together.
Have you cleaned closets and baked bread too?
I've baked bread. I baked 20 pounds worth of that. I have now finally removed from myself. I literally gained the COVID-19.
Yeah. See, they didn't, like I've said on this show and elsewhere, I said, they told us we had to stay 6 feet apart from each other, but they didn't say 10 feet away from the refrigerator. They forgot that part. You had to be 10 feet away from the refrigerator in order to master all of this. So now everybody's working it off. We're along the water here. So, we're at the coast all the time and cycling, and can't wait to dive in it. The ocean is a Zen place for me. What are some Zen places for you, Debbie?
My backyard and Hawaii, and not necessarily in that order. Anywhere there's a beautiful pool. My one of my brothers lives in Hawaii, so I often go there. I'm so awful. I know you all feel so bad for me, don't you? I have to go to Hawaii and visit my family.
Yeah. Hey, when duty calls, you got to go.
That's right. That's right. So anyway, and I also, Jim, I do have a company that I started a couple of years ago called Group 5 Productions, and that's kept me busy as well. I basically book my friends all over the United States to sing and carry on and make fools of themselves. So that's also kept me busy.
How did you first get started? Early on as a youth, were you always, singing and dancing and jumping around and doing plays in the house and everything? How did this fancy tickle you along the way in your youth, Debbie, growing up?
I was just loud. I was really loud and enthusiastic. And I started doing shows basically when I was like 13. And that was it. Also, growing up in California, as I think it's Anna, every I don't know if it was every week. Well, every week they would show a movie all week long, right? And I remember they showed Damn Yankees, and I absolutely fell in love with Gwen Verdon. And of course, I have her like on my wall, which you can't see because I have a thing behind me now because I want to be professional. Anyway, I fell in love with Gwen Verdon, and I was singing and dancing and acting and carrying on from a very young age. And then, it just progressed from there. And I grew up in LA, and I literally had no interest in TV or film when I grew up. All I wanted to do was to be on Broadway. And I went to college for a very short time. And then I just made my way to New York. And that's the really short version of it.
Because if you had obviously, the interest in TV and film, you would have stayed right there in LA because that's where it all was. It is, right? Well,
I always just felt that my ticket to doing anything else, which is what did happen, was through theater.
Yeah. Yeah. What was the very first, when you look back for you, Debbie, what was that first door opening opportunity that then, and if it was an independent production or something small, but it was the linchpin for you to not only get noticed, but people really appreciate your passion, your enthusiasm, your talent, and your love of the work. to where they said, hey, we want to bring you in on some of these other larger productions?
That's complicated to answer because, I mean, it's being in the theater and being part of show business. It's really, it's a marathon. It isn't a sprint. It's literally building blocks that you continually, it's a ladder. It's a ladder that you keep climbing to infinity and beyond, basically. Thank you, Toy Story. But you step on the ladder. I stepped on the ladder probably, I guess. I did a show called Annie Get Your Gun, starring Debbie Reynolds, directed by Gower Champion for the LA Civic Light Opera. And Gower Champion loved me, and he gave me a little specialty. And the musical director was a man named Jack Lee, and the co-choreographer was a man named Tony Stevens. And they invited me to audition for a show in New York, which of course I got. I didn't know I was going to get, but I got. And it closed out of town. But it just, again, it's just steps on the ladder, and it went from there.
So it is steps on the ladder. All of these industries are definitely steps on the ladder, and each step you take is something that allows you to learn and grow and prosper, and then take the next moves forward. When you were in New York and arrived in New York, what was that experience like for you? Were you trepidatious? Were you gung-ho? Here I am, New York. I'm ready. Show me what to do.
Oh my God, I was ready. Come on. Come on. I moved there. I went full guns. I had friends who I'd gone to school with, and they had also moved to New York. So I had a little bit of community, but I grew up in Los Angeles and I had no idea how to dress for the East. And I came with a little coat and little shoes, sort of sandally shoes. And I remember this one girl, took me shopping. She said, you need some clothes for New York. So she took me shopping, and I was just lit up out of the gate. And I had to get a job, to help pay the rent. And I got a job at I think it was a Ramada Inn. I was in a band singing too much, too little, too late to ever try again. I was singing pop songs, and I didn't know the words to anything. And I just, thank you, Anne.
Coming in from SoCal, some SoCal love.
There you go. Anyway, and then I got my first Broadway show after 8 months. So
that's not always normally the case. Usually it's a little bit longer than that. So tell everybody what the show was and what it was like when you got that call. That had to be a pinch me moment.
So I had remember the show? I came and I auditioned for it, and it closed out of town.
Yeah.
Someone who was in that became a big fan of mine, and he sort of told the director of the show that was auditioning, and I went in to audition for a show called They're Playing Our Song. And that was my Broadway debut. And I ended up, standing by for the lead, Lucy Arnaz. And, it just sort of went from there. I need to cut my bangs. My bangs are too long. Just
Lucy's actually a dear friend, and we love Lucy. Last time,
everybody.
Oh, Lucy's amazing, isn't she? Did you see her when she was in Pippin?
No.
Oh boy, well, that was fantastic. When she was dangling almost upside down.
Yeah.
That was quite a role. So that's fantastic. And then what happened from there? Obviously, being involved in a production like that, Debbie, notoriety, people like, my God, she's really talented. She's good. She's all in. She gives 110%. Did the phone start ringing and all of a sudden other opportunities come your way?
Oh my God, Jim, you're talking me through my entire career. Is this what's happening? Oh my God.
We could talk about what you got at the supermarket last night if you want.
He was very nice, that guy at the supermarket. So again, it's just, it's all these steps. I got into They're Playing Our Song. I started being known for my voice. I had a really big voice, and Then I auditioned for another show that also then called Swing, that a different swing, that also closed out of town, but then that led to other things. And then I started doing my nightclub act, and I just started going from sort of show to show. And then, I mean, skipping forward, because unless you want me to go through all my shows, which I'm so happy to do, but after they were playing our song, I actually did a show called Perfectly Frank. And Perfectly Frank was a short-lived show. It didn't last a long time on Broadway, but it was a huge show for me because I sang a song called Junkman. And then that led to I was part of a PBS special where I sang that. And, again, it's just sort of step by step by step by step by step. And which led to my next show, which was Blues in the Night, where I got to work with incredible people. And then it just went from there. And then I did Zorba with Anthony Quinn. I toured that. And then I met my husband. And
how did you meet him? On one of the productions?
We actually did a show called King's Tapestry, which was a precursor to, it was all Carole King music.
Yeah.
And we met and we sang It's Too Late, Baby to each other. Isn't that
Very
nice?
Nice.
And,
yes. That's a good one. Good choice.
Years later, we have 3 beautiful children, and, here I am.
That's it. Hey, blessed, and always counting those blessings. And if anything about this year and all the teachable moments of this year is to, life is short, life is precious, and to truly count those blessings, right, Debbie?
Oh my God. Every day, every night, every day. Absolutely.
So actress, singer, do either ever pull at you? Are you the actress who sings or the singer who acts? How do you look at it as far as, is there a first love or an equal love for both?
I think really performance and entertaining is my love. That's what it is. I will work very hard to entertain people, probably to a fault, but I do love to do it all. If somebody called me tomorrow and said, hey, will you come on and, read the 10 Commandments in different accents, sign me up. I mean, I'm just happy to entertain people, as I'm clearly doing right now.
You're the lovelies. Yes. Merlin says, love your version of Where the Boys Are.
Oh my God. It's on my MGM album. Thank you, Merlin. It is really fun.
Our audience does their research. So that's really, really cool. In terms of some of the opportunities that you've had over the years, are there any that stand out for you as personal favorites?
Well, of course, I did a show called Jerome Robbins Broadway, and I won the Tony Award. Thank you very much for that. Oh, there it is. The Tony-winning actress, singer, Debbie Gravitte. Yes, and you can even put dancer in there too, much to my children's chagrin. But I mean, of course, winning the Tony Award is like one of the end-all, be-all things. That and having a Hirschfeld done, who I don't know if any of your lovities know this, but, Al Hirschfeld, did those incredible sketches of people. And I was just telling somebody about that every Friday in the New York Times at a certain time, in the Friday section of the Arts and Leisure, there was a Hirschfeld drawing of somebody from the theater. And to get one of those was like unbelievable. Yes. So I literally within 2 weeks, was nominated for a Tony and had a Hirschfeld. And I just felt like, okay, my life is complete now. So it was awesome. So that was obviously one of the highlights of my life. I mean, I don't mean to sound like, silly about it, but I just feel like every time I get to step onto a stage, that's pretty amazing. It's
a privilege and a blessing. Yeah,
it is. I mean, and I got to sing with Long Long. It's not Lang Lang. It's Long Long in China it's called the Forbidden Temple. And I mean, I was like, is this really happening? So I've been able to do a bunch of really crazy, wonderful stuff.
But it doesn't just come by through smoke and mirrors. It takes a lot of tenacity and resilience and time put in and blood, sweat, and tears, right? I mean, you've really earned your way through it all.
Yeah. I mean, anybody in our business, you're constantly, you have to, there's a lot of upkeep.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to keep your body together and your mind and your voice and the whole thing. It's a package. It's a package deal. So I work to do that as much as I can.
What are some of the techniques or the routines that you do to get prepared when you have a role, when something's coming up? Do you go through a lot of vocal exercises? Do you pull the shades down for 2 days before? What are some of the routine? Everybody has their little routines of what they do. Do you drink hot tea? What do you do to get prepared when you're getting ready to take on a role?
Okay. Well, first of all, I don't drink tea anymore because tea reminds me of having laryngitis when I did South Pacific in high school. So
a lot of
tea. So I don't drink tea. I don't drink tea or coffee, but that's another conversation. I do what anybody does. You get the script. You look at what you're about to do. You keep reading the script. You figure out. For me, I need to know what I'm wearing. I need to know what my hair is going to look like. I mean, and of course, I mean, I have concerts coming up in a couple weeks. I'm basically it's sort of starting again a little bit. Yeah. And so I have to warm up every day.
Yeah.
Because it's a muscle and it's sort of like gone to sleep, my little voice muscle. So I have to warm up every day.
Yeah. So how do you do that? What are some of the things that you do? Do you just go into your studio?
Lesson, Jim?
Yeah. Huh?
Would you like me to give you a voice lesson right now?
Give everybody a voice lesson. Yeah, sure.
Okay, here we are. We're gonna first we're gonna loosen up our shoulders.
Ready, loosen. Ready, loveries?
Are we loosening up our shoulders? And we're gonna swing our head a little bit. Okay, and now say hi.
Hi.
That wasn't part of it, but I just wanted to see if you do it. Okay, so now we're gonna loosen our mouth up a little. We go. Hey, Jim, did I find the one thing you can't do?
You know who's with us tonight? Somebody that I think you said you worked with? George Burns.
George Burns.
George Burns is in the house. Ann says she did it. She's. I wish we could see you doing it, Ann, in SoCal.
How'd you do? Did you make it, Ann?
Did you make it, Ann? Anybody else? You with us?
Thing is right here on my face. Never seen that. What's that? Is it lighting?
You know, after a pandemic, anything goes. Who knows? Anything goes. So you do that, and what's next?
Oh my God, I'm not going to do that. I'm not a voice teacher. Basically, look, you're trying to just loosen up.
Oh, look what happened. Ann says she scared the cat by doing that. Cat's like, what are you doing? You okay? You having a stroke? What's going on?
Oh my God.
That is.
Listen, it's a muscle. It's the thing that we do.
Yeah.
We do stretches, we do yoga, we do Pilates, whatever we do, it's a muscle. You have to stretch it and expand it and make it pliable. And so that's basically what I'm doing when I do these funny exercises.
Well, we also have you doing something really, really special that you sent along. Tell us about this. I Got Rhythm, this video clip.
Oh, so I was living in LA. My husband and I had moved out to LA, and I had my twins. So I had 3 kids, we were at our house in LA, and I remember very clearly my twins were running around the house, just running around the house. And I was looking after them as you look after twins. And I got a call from this woman from Carnegie Hall. And she said, Debbie, how are you? And what are you doing? I said, well, I'm watching my kids. And she said, no, what are you doing this weekend? And I went, oh, she said, I'm going to have Peter Matz, very famous arranger orchestrator, come over to your house. He's going to teach you something. Could you come to New York? It's for Ira Gershwin's 100th birthday. It's being recorded for PBS, and you open the show. Christine Baranski had to drop out at the very last minute. So that's what happened, and press play.
All right. I Got Rhythm. Here we go.
Days can be sunny with never a sigh. Don't need what money can buy. Birds in the trees sing their day full of song. Why shouldn't we sing along? I'm chipper all the day, happy with my lot. How do I get that way? Look at what I've got, what I've got. I got rhythm, I got music, I got my man. Who could ask for anything more? I got daisies in green pastures. I got my man. Who could ask for anything more? Oh, man, the trouble, I don't mind him. You won't find him around my door. I got starlight, I got sweet dreams, I got my man. Who could ask for anything more? Who could ask for anything? When Ira Gershwin sat down to write the lyrics to this song back in 1930, he needed some words to help him remember the tune. So he put together some nonsense lines, what's called a dummy lyric. Here is the dummy lyric Ira used to keep the melody in his head. Roly-poly, eating a solely ravioli. Better watch your diet or bust. Lunch or dinner, you're a sinner. Please get thinner. Losing all that fat is a must. Oh, man, trouble, I don't mind him. You won't find him hanging around my front or back door. I got starlight, I got sweet dreams, I got my man. Who could ask for anything more? Who could ask for anything
I Got Rhythm. I Got Pipes. That was fantastic. Really. Oh, wow. And to be backed by the orchestra too. It's nothing better than being backed by an orchestra like that, huh? Whew.
Yeah. Wow, it's right. I'm impressed. Wow. God.
That is Debbie. Look at the comments coming in from the lovelies. Kathleen Walker says, awesome. And Merlin goes, all that in a week? Wow. Jen Berry goes, wow, from Allentown, Pennsylvania. Ann in SoCal says, wow.
Allentown.
Yeah. And Mary in Florida says,
Thanks,
beautiful
guys.
voice. Jen Barry in Pennsylvania. Wow, Debbie, you are good magical. I'm dancing in my living room now. Thank you. Slancha and salute. Merlin in Canada says, bravo, with claps and hearts. And Amy says, lovely voice. Yes, coming in from the lovelies here. And Christine Clifton says, gorgeous and powerful voice, standing ovations from North Carolina, USA.
Woo!
So you said that you've got some things coming up too, as the light at the end of the tunnel is starting to, I'm double vaxxed. I have been for a month. My family is, we're good to go. Things are starting to open up. I mean, they pretty much eliminated the mask thing, although, and for us in certain places, we're still putting them on just to be safe. But for you, you got some cool things on the horizon coming up, huh, Debbie?
I do. I have the concert world is starting to open up again. I have some, I'm singing in Connecticut in a couple weeks. I'm singing in South Bend a few days after that. I'll be in Jacksonville in October. I mean, I'm not going to list all the places I'm going to be, but I'm working on I have a show called A Toast to Steve and Edie, for any of you people who remember or know who Steve and Edie were. And
yeah, definitely.
Actually, it's a show that their son and I created. And we use all their orchestrations. My gowns were designed for Edie. And anyway, we opened that in January at the McCallum Theater in Palm Desert, and we're really excited about that. I'm really excited about.
What are some of the things that continue to bring you blessing and joy to inspire you to create in the way that you do, Debbie?
Well, I mean, that's a many part answer. I am inspired every day by the people who are doing good in the world. I feel, I wish I could do more. I wish I were a nurse. I wish I were a doctor. I wish I could help people in the way that people are being helped. I know that what I do is great, and I have a virtual show that my company sells, and I know that brings joy to people to see people performing. But I'm inspired by everything that's happening good in the world. I'm inspired by my children. My children are kicking ass. One of my sons is getting ready to go back on Broadway as Fiyero in Wicked. My daughter is a filmmaker who is just like launching into the stratosphere. My oldest son just became general manager of this incredible bar in Charleston called Paddock and Whiskey. Go and tell him you're a friend of mine. He'll give you a free drink. My poor son, who's the general manager of a bar, and I don't drink. Oops.
Now everybody's going to say they know you.
That's okay. I'm inspired by my husband. My husband is the artistic director of the Actors Studio, the world-renowned Actors Studio, which he's kept carrying on through this whole time. I'm inspired by those people who work at the supermarket for months and months, being terrified of people. I mean, I'm inspired by everything. So how's that for an easy out?
Yeah, that is a good answer. If you weren't doing this kind of work, what else would you be doing? What are other interests that you have?
Jim, I don't know how to answer that. The only other thing I ever wanted to do was to be an Olympic swimmer. And I ran a race when I was 13. I went, well, this is way too hard. And that was the end of that. And it's just been the business of show my entire life. And I feel so lucky to be able to do it. I'm aware of my place in the pantheon of people. I'm a journeyman performer. I'm not in the stratosphere, but I make my living doing what I do. I feel so lucky. I feel so lucky.
Having been in it for a while and seen all aspects of it, Debbie, what would you say to somebody watching who might be inspired by your career, and maybe they've been following you for a long time and considering going into the arts themselves as a singer, a dancer, an actress, a writer, whatever it may be? What would you say to them?
Well, the thing that I say to everybody who wants to be in this business is never lose your sense of humor.
That's right.
Be kind to people. You don't know, that person who might be, moving the set might be the producer of the next show you want to do. And be the most prepared you can be. Study, study, study. Have a giant bag full of tricks you can pull out and do stuff whenever you're called upon to do it. And I'm telling you, sense of humor is just such a good thing, because you're going to be, you're going to be turned down. You're going to be told, you have brown eyes and we want green eyes. You're purple and we want yellow. And I mean, it's just, you just have to keep your sense of yourself. And that's a quick way of saying that.
It's smart. It's absolutely keeping the sense of oneself. Don't lose their authentic side of you.
I do have one more thing to say about that. And this is the most important thing, that there is only one you. That's it. Don't compare yourself. Don't try to be like somebody else. There's only one you, and you're the one that they want. Boom. That's what I have to say.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Beautifully said. You've dabbled in television too. Tell us about some of the incredible things you've had an opportunity to do in television. Do you like TV?
I love TV. Are you kidding? I mean, the first thing I did on TV, I was like, is this it? You don't have to work very hard. It just seemed weird to me. I'm used to singing and dancing and acting and the whole thing. And, you're running around changing costumes and getting musical cues. And all of a sudden I just had to say a few lines and be funny. And I was like, this is good.
Yeah.
Would I like to do more? I'd like to do more. I mean, one of the greatest things I did was I'm one of the voices in The Little Mermaid, the film, which I will now do for you. One of my voices. What is with her lately? She's got it bad. Thank you. I'm one of the sisters.
Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And then I'm also like the scrub woman. Anyway, whatever. So, I got to do that. And what's funny about that was that I'm not a singer in that. I just talk.
Yeah.
So you just never know where these things are going to come from. And then I've done a couple of films. I did a movie with Bette Midler that was amazing. It was really basically a terrible movie. And actually I played Edie Gourmet in it along with David Lawrence, their son. That's the first time we did something together. So,
coming up the ranks, who were some of those that you really admired? I know you mentioned Steve and Edie, and they, of course, fantastic. Who are some others that always sort of inspired you along the way?
Well, I think I mentioned Gwen Verdon. Gwen Verdon, I was a big, she did it all. And there are so many there. That's really hard to say, because every time I see somebody in a show, again, I'm inspired by them. I'm in awe of them. There's so much talent in the world. There's so much talent. And the other thing that I was thinking when you asked me before, the other thing is that, we all need a little sprinkling of fairy dust. There is luck involved. There just is. There has to be, because for every person out there who's watching, I bet like the girl or the guy or the person that you saw in high school, or you saw them in a show and you said, oh my God, they're the most talented person I've ever seen. And yet they're not a big star. You never know. You never know, which is why you need to keep all your options open.
Absolutely. And you've always done that, right? You've always kept your options open. That's how you've been able to dabble in all these different areas of the arts. You mentioned film. Is that something you really enjoyed too? Or is the theater still the thing that comes first to you, near and dearest to your heart, Debbie?
Yeah, listen, the people in film all are this big, and I am neither one of those. So, everybody thinks like Bette Midler is, larger than life. Well, she comes to here on me. She wears she was either a size 5 or 6 shoe. I wear a size 10. So you see where I'm going with that. And theater is my first love. I mean, listen, if somebody came to me and offered me a film role, would I jump at that? Yes. Or a series or whatever. I mean, I love to do all of it. So, and I think look at Hugh Jackman, somebody like Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Everybody does everything. You have to.
How about behind the scenes for you too? Producing, directing, screenwriting, any of that? Does that tickle your fancy at all?
My God. I'm going to need a nap after this interview, Jim. Is there anything you haven't asked me about? Do you want to ask me about my mole? See, look, that's a mole that I had removed, but it hasn't gone yet. Okay. So now let's just cover that.
Actually, we weren't going to ask you about that.
Okay, but I saw it. So I just thought I'd mention it. So wear sunblock. Don't forget to wear your sunblock. So I have this company. It's called Group 5 Productions, and everybody should go on the website. It's beautiful. I'm so proud of it. We book shows all over, including stuff I'm in, but it's like a lot of my friends and incredibly talented people. And that's been like something that, when I'm not doing a show, I'm working on my company, and I absolutely love it. I love it. I feel like I'm, 7 years old and playing library and stamping the books, except I'm, writing checks for people who are doing shows. So it's awesome.
So you're enjoying the ride and inspiring others along the way, which is a beautiful thing, Debbie. Absolutely. Wishing you continued success in all you're doing. And thanks for sharing your time with us tonight. This was fantastic. Lots of love your way, and hopefully we'll see you soon. I toast you. I don't know if you still have your glass there. We always toast our guests. And we thank you so much for coming on the show. And I hope the show met whatever there you go. Cheers. Hope the show met whatever expectations you had. And we'll keep the porch light on for you. You're welcome back anytime. And it was a pleasure having you here. I hope you enjoyed the time with me.
Thank you so much. It's been awesome. It's been awesome. You need to take this picture for your website. I'm totally serious. Do it. Tell them, everyone, you're much better looking than that picture. Tell them.
You mean the one back there?
Yes.
You mean the show open?
Like
the show open. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you need to change that. Change that.
Actually, my hair goes down to my shoulders now. I haven't had it cut since the pandemic.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll come and cut your hair.
Have a great night, Debbie. It was a pleasure.
Everyone be safe. Thank you so much. Thanks, Jim. It's
You're
great
welcome.
to meet you. You're awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye now. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Let's take a look at some of those comments coming in here. Love, love, love you. We love you back. Kathleen says, Jim is beautiful inside and out. Thank you very much. How do we print that one out and put that on highway billboards? Ann says, thank you, Debbie, for spending time with us. We were very happy to have her here. Jen goes, Debbie, love ya. Thanks, Debbie, from Marion, Florida. Sherry Larson says, thank you, Debbie. Love listening to you. Really fascinating stories, right? And, we go deep on the conversations. We don't just sell the book or the film. We like to delve in so you guys know what's happening here. And let's see. Thank you, Debbie, from Anne. And let's see, a wonderful evening from Anne in Southern California. Thanks, guys. This is our second show of the day. We're going to be back tomorrow live from Ireland. Strings and Things are going to be here. They are amazing Irish folk band. It's going to be really great. They're going to perform live for you as well. And then guess who's here tomorrow night? Yes, the one and only. He was supposed to be with us earlier in the week, but he had an emergency happen. So we rescheduled him. We are talking about the one and only Burt Ward. Yes, Burt Ward is going to be with us, and we're excited. Burt Ward played Robin on Batman. So, all right. Great conversation. And you learned a little bit more about Debbie. And there she is. We thank her very much for joining us here on the show. Here's a couple of more photos. Got a chance to hear her sing I Got Rhythm. Learn a little bit more about her. You can check her out on her website as well. And it was a pleasure having you guys here. Yes, I know we've been doing these shows 7 days a week for a year, 2 shows a day. And I work professionally in the industry, and it's getting a little hairy now because things are very busy in my professional work. So doing these shows constantly and twice a day is getting a little. All right. Thank you for a wonderful day, Jim. Great guests. You're the best. Have a rest tonight. We're going to rest. Yes, we're wrapping a little early tonight. Well, early. Most shows only go an hour. When you really think about it, talk shows on TV and radio, they really only go for about an hour, maybe. We go a little longer, but this one was timed just perfectly. Kathleen Walker says, the more levity, the better. You got it. Absolutely, gang. Thanks for being with us. And as we always say on the Jim Masters Show Live, we say, don't forget to smile. Don't forget to share the levity. Don't forget to find your Zen place. We, of course, know Jen Barry loves the mountains of Allentown, Pennsylvania. We here love the ocean. The ocean speaks to us. We love it, love it, love it. And got to get to that ocean tomorrow morning. Going to run along the ocean tomorrow morning. I like to cycle. I can't wait to get in the ocean. I'm a swimmer. I like to boogie board, surf, everything I can do, sail, the whole bit. And of course, my work in television and radio and stage over the years, that's another Zen place. Love it as well. And all the work we do. And gardening, we talked about that too. Getting out there in the yard. We've been doing planting in the yard and getting out there, getting those hands dirty and digging in the soil. I want to let you know as well that coming up on Monday, we have music director and pianist and composer and lyricist, the wonderful John McDaniel. John was the music director for the Rosie O'Donnell show. He is here on Monday. And then we're really looking forward to Megan McDonough. She's fantastic. She wants to sing on the show. And we really love when the guests actually go the extra mile like that and they offer up a little extra something. And Megan wants to do that. And again, Burt Ward is with us tomorrow night from Batman. And that's going to be a fantastic conversation. Don't forget, the Jim Masters Show Live is here for you just about 7 days a week. If you ever miss an episode, you can see them 24/7, 365 on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That really helps the show. We would love that. We appreciate that. And share this channel. Tell everybody about our YouTube channel. Let everybody know. And we had a great time tonight. Thank you, Jim, for all you do. I appreciate that. It is my pleasure. We always have a good time. We try to keep it light and fun on the show. I only like it when it's fun because there's no reason for it to not be, right? Right? Thanks, Jim. Have a great night. Good night, all. Lovely hugs to you, Kathleen. It's great to have you with us tonight, Kathleen, because I know you work with the New York Mets. And if you see what we've got here, Kathleen, there it is, the New York Mets logo. We've got our New York Mets wine goblet, and it has wine in it. And I think I could use some about now. Make mine a double. Thank you, Kathleen. That was a beautiful gift you gave for the birthday. Good night, Jim and all lovities. Merlin, it's been a busy day today with the 2 shows. If you missed the other show with the UK pop group Madison Skies, not only are they a pop group, but they're in a television series that's being produced in the UK, in the United Kingdom. And that's really something cool. Merlin, have a good night. And that's right. Me, man, you're ocean, you're the mountains. You got it. Christine Clifton says, thanks for another enjoyable show. See you all tomorrow. Looking forward to the shows tomorrow. And then John McD on the show Monday. We're going to have fun with him. We like to have fun. We like to have fun. So hopefully you had fun tonight and you learned something new about the guest that maybe you didn't know about before. And that's what it's all about. Let's see. Mary Bishop says, thank you, Jim. Go relax. Good night, all. You too as well. The more levity, the better. Love it. All right. I think we've seen just about everybody. Oh, Joan Sando. Thank you for a wonderful day, Jim. Great guests. You're the best. Have a great rest tonight. Thank you very, very much. I love the way you're all looking out for me, telling me to rest and put up my feet. Yes, see you all in the Facebook group. We have a Facebook group, JMS Live, Lovity Hall. We designed it for all of you. You wanted us to create a Facebook group so you can all gather together, all the Lovities. And we designed it for you and have a good time in it. Every once in a while, I chime in there and say hello to everybody. And also, if you want to send in your video, our anniversary celebration episode is this Wednesday. Last call for the videos from viewers and guests who would like to send a video or two in. Feel free. You can send those to this address, our show's address, jimmasterstv@gmail.com. jimmasterstv@gmail.com. Thank you, thank you, thank you for doing that. Many of you have already. A lot of guests have, and we appreciate that. They're all excited. We're going to have some surprise guests and some cool things happening on Wednesday night. It's going to be a lot of fun. We hit the 1-year anniversary last week, but we wanted to have an anniversary celebration and do it right. So we're going to do it this Wednesday. It's going to be amazing. We thank Debbie for joining us live from her home in Connecticut and sharing about an hour with us here, talking about her career, talking about a lot of other different things. And it was a pleasure to have her here. And hopefully we'll get a chance to see her in person and chat with her down the line. Again, we're bringing back the lost art of conversation right here on the Jim Masters Show Live. You guys are the best. Thanks for the tagging, the celebrating, the sharing, the Instagram posts, the tweets, the Facebook messages, everything else. I receive them all. The emails means a great deal. And you are chilling in the mountains in your pine trees today. Send a picture to the JMS Facebook page, JMS Live Lovity Hall. Yes. Are they on the Facebook page, the group page, Merlin? If they are, I'll definitely check those out in the Facebook group, JMS Live Lovity Hall. All right. Right back at you, Kathleen, in New York City. So she says, I'm better looking than in that graphic. Well, that is actually an animated graphic. That's the show logo. That's the open and the close to the show. And that was custom made about a year ago. We're going to be making some changes and upgrading a couple of different things. But that photo is actually a professionally taken photo by a dear friend who is a professional photographer. And we love him. He's a good guy, dear family friend. But all right, gang, you guys are the best. JMS Live, rocking it tonight, right, gang? We're gonna have to do another host chat show. I know you guys like the pop-up shows where it's just us, the host and the host and the viewers. I love those too. Those are always fun. But we've got some amazing guests tomorrow, live from Ireland, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, and 7 p.m. GMT, which is, of course, UK and Ireland and all, Scotland, Irish folk band, Strings and Things. They're made up of 4 members. They are amazing on their musical instruments. They are incredibly talented. They're very popular in Ireland, and they're going to be here exclusively tomorrow. That is Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, and 7 over in Europe. And then Batman. We've got Burt Ward. Were you guys doing any of the vocal exercises when Debbie was doing that? All those different exercises. I love Jim's pop-up shows. I know. We feature a lot of guests, but when I started the show, it was just me and the audience, because again, this is what I do in the real world of television, radio, and stage as a host and personality and presenter. So we're going to do some more of that. Don't forget, gang, we always say to relax, right? I don't want to show this backwards because it's upside down backwards. Here we are. Don't forget to relax. If you're having a rough day, this is what a rough day looks like. You're having a tough day, coming across tough people or negative people. That's probably, just tell them, look, flip it over and relax. Hey, that's a magic trick. Look at that. Relax. Love one another. Be good to one another. Everybody here is welcome to this show, regardless of religious views, political views. Doesn't matter your income, your height, your weight. Doesn't matter how tall you are, how short you are. It doesn't matter your eye color. Doesn't matter any of that. Everybody is welcome to have a good time. If you want to join us, we're here for you just about 7 days a week. If you miss any of the episodes, you can find them all on our YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV. Give this video a like, too. That really helps the channel. Give a video like to this and all the videos that you like on our YouTube channel, all the episodes of JMS Live that you've enjoyed. Click like on it. That really is very helpful to the channel. Also allows us to deliver more content to you. Subscribing does it, and clicking the notification bell so you don't miss any of our episodes and our pop-up shows. That helps the show. Clicking like and dropping a comment on the YouTube channel does as well. Not just in chat, but on the actual underneath the video. That helps the channel too. Helps more people see our series. So relax, breathe from the diaphragm. Busy, busy day. Lots of talking. Hours and hours on the air here, trying to present levity, lovity, and good times for all of you together. And whatever the wind rolls in. Gang, we're going to wrap up. You're the best. You have a good night. Thanks for being with us on the Jim Masters Show Live. We'll be here tomorrow. 2 shows, double levity tomorrow as well. Class dismissed. We love you all. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time on the Jim Masters Show Live. Have a good night.